Alright, so hello and welcome, and today we are playing some mono black zombies. This deck was completely unaffected by the bans and unbans yesterday. You know, you might look at this deck and say, well, wouldn't this deck like to play Deadly Dispute? And you know, some versions definitely would, but in this version we are playing 4 Convictions and 4 Village Rights. We are trying to win by cycling the Polluter, which says that when we cycle him, we may have target player lose life equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield. So we of course want to have very many zombies, and we don't really want to sacrifice a lot, so we are not playing even the carrion feeder in this deck. We are playing pure zombies. We have of course 4 chance, because simply resolving this card kind of feels like cheating. We have 4 Shamblers, which is, you know, quite a great zombie to actually sacrifice to the rights and to the conviction. With 2 Festering Mummies, just 2, because they can't produce a treasure like the Shambling Ghast, but it's still really good against aggressive decks. We have 4 Marauders, this is our main removal and a great thing to return with the Chant, for example. We have 4 Butcher Ghouls, this is a very unique zombie and I think it might work really well in this deck. We of course have 2 Reavers as well, because simply those are just 2 bodies for 2 mana for 1 card, and this is exactly what we need with the Polluter. We have 2 Inversions as a removal that we can return with the Chant. We have 2 Putrid Goblins, no Mogwort combo here of course, but it's still a great zombie, you know, with the keyword that if we sacrifice it, it still comes back with the -1/-1 counter, so Persist here is really relevant. We played just 18 lands with 1 Cottage so that we can put 1 Polluter on the top, and if Deadly Dispute was unbanned, I think I would try to cut 1 Polluter and 1 Putrid Goblin for 2 copies of Deadly Dispute, but I don't think it's really necessary. Now, if we look at the sideboard, it's kinda curious, but also not really. We have three Contaminated Ground. This is against, you know, Ramp, which might be a very popular deck now, or Tron, which also, with the unban of Prophetic Prism. We have 4 Fiends, because that is just a great combo with the Conviction. We have one more Nameless Inversion. This is a cool removal against some mid-range or aggressive decks. 2 Drown in Sorrow. 2 Snuff Out as a great removal. Honestly, if we didn't play Snuff Out, this deck would be actually really budget, so I think this deck can be built on a budget. And we have 3 Nihilist Spellbomb as a great hate against Graveyard. Tell me in the comments, how would you improve this deck? I'm actually really curious to hear your input. And let's see how this deck performs right after the bans and unbans. Let's go! We would like to play first, yeah. Okay, here's a one-lander, but we have Village Right, so I actually think this can work. Let's try and keep this. So let's play a Swamp and a Nasty Shambler. Of course, 2 Polluters might be a bit too many. I was wondering if I should cut to 3. We will be trying that. If that's like too many, right? Because I think we could cut 1 Polluter and 1 Gobo for more card draw. Driving Isle, this looks like a Tortex. Oh, here's Swamp number 2. We love that actually. No need to sacrifice then. Let's go to attacks. Okay, so they take 1, and we have an interesting decision to make here. Because if we play the Butcher Ghoul and we don't find a land, we actually want to sacrifice this guy to the Village Rights. But this guy provides a faster clock, and I think I'm here for the faster clock here. So let's do probably that. Ooh, it's a Tron deck, never mind. Of course, we have the Prism here. So Contaminated Ground will be backup. End step, alright. Here's a Ghast. Alright, so we will probably sacrifice the Shambler, I would assume. Or maybe the Ghast for the treasure. I'm not sure. Let's attack first, in any case, for 3. And I think I would like to preserve my zombie count, so what I will do, I will actually sacrifice the Putrid Goblin here. We find land, that's amazing. And I think we are playing the Reaver here. They play, okay, blue and green, so they really could have anything with the Prism, maybe even a Breath Weapon, so this is a bit risky. But I think we can try the Reaver here, readying the Polluter for 5 next turn. Hopefully no breath weapon or AoE removal. But you know, think we can manage, okay. Looks like, okay, another prism, right? Of course, makes sense. Combat step, end step, alright. Another swamp, are they dead here? They aren't, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8. So they would be at 12, so they are not dead this turn, but it's very close. Let's attack them. They're 12, so what we will do here is we will actually play the Butcher Ghoul here, and we will cycle the Polluter at the end of their turn, probably. We will aim to kill them here. Urza's Mine, close to having... Okay, so they have the Tron here. End step, alright, so we will cycle the Polluter. They lose some life. Right. We draw, that's a swamp, that's cool. Find another village, right? So let's play a swamp, let's go to combat. We will aim to kill them here. Oh, they have Moment's Peace, of course. So can we kill them here is the question. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. We could try it. Let's try it, actually. Let's sacrifice the Butcher Ghoul here. We will try to find lethal this turn. We need exactly a 1-drop to play another 1-drop and then cycle Gempalm to kill them. They may counter it or whatever. That would be cool too. Alright. Okay, we have Chant. Chant is great. We have also Conviction. That's kinda awesome. Okay, so they prevent the combat damage. Yeah. Let's play Shambling Ghast then. Oh wait. Declare attackers. Okay. Second main, we will play the Ghast. And at the end of turn, we will probably sacrifice one of the zombies, but before that, we will cycle the Polluter to actually deal a lot of damage here. They will crack the map. We will respond with the Polluter. They will lose 6 here. Yes. Another Corrupted Conviction, pretty cool. They find the last piece of Tron, okay. Oh well, we actually kinda don't care, that's cool. Let's probably let's do that now. Let's sacrifice the Shambling Ghast. So we will do Go Colors into returning Gempalm into hopefully winning here. They may counter it, that would be cool. We don't really mind that now with the Chant in the hand. Spell Pierce, that's fine. We don't mind this. Don't pay for Spell Pierce. Here's the Dignitary. They have no mana currently. Yeah, so we should win here. Let's play a Swamp. Let's play Ghoul Colors Chant, returning Gempalm? And that's game 1. Let's begin sideboarding. Okay, so they're playing some sort of interesting Tron deck here. Seems like Mesmeric Fiend and Contaminated Ground are the MVPs here. We can definitely leave the Nameless Inversion, and I think Marauder isn't necessary to counter what they're doing. So we will bring 4 Fiends here, and I think we want some grounds too. I'm not minding, though Festering Mummy seems kinda important as a 1-drop. I don't wanna cut too many zombies here. Let's try, actually yeah, let's cut 1 Festering Mummy, 1 more Contaminated Ground, and that's our sideboard here. So how's the music, guys? Is it loud enough, or do you want it a bit louder? So of course they are going first. We have the ground, we have 1-drop, we have the village rights. 3 lands is, you know, fine enough, I suppose. Let's keep this. Thriving Isle, right? Alright. Conviction, alright, so let's go for a Swamp into a Shambler. Hopefully we will see a first Tron land. Though, I guess, Contaminated Ground onto the Thriving Isle isn't necessarily a bad thing as well. Though they have the Prophetic Prism, which makes sure they have all the colors. Oh, here's the mine. Good. They could play Spell Pierce, I guess. So first, I'm kinda for Mesmeric Fiend here. Let's attack first. I actually don't wanna slam the Contaminated Ground just yet. I wanna wait a little bit. And I think we will slam the Fiend now. Of course, we don't get the Village Rites combo here, but still. Let's see what they pack. Mystical Teachings, we don't care. Impulse Expedition Map. Okay, so Impulse is an instant, which they could literally cast right now. Expedition Map, they don't have another Tron land, but Contaminated Ground will make sure that happens. I'm kinda for stealing the Impulse here, not gonna lie here. Yeah. Let's steal the Impulse. They play the Campus and play an Expedition Map, alright. So now I feel a little comfortable doing the Contaminated Ground, knowing there's no counter in their hand. Let's play a Swamp. I guess we can double attack. So we will try to play the ground on the mine and hold Conviction, I guess, for the Shambler at the end of our turn. That sounds pretty good. Right. Let's try to ground the mine. If they have drawn a Spell Pierce, of course they have it. Not much we can do about that. Oh, it works. Awesome. So that's it. We will hold up a Village Rites or Conviction, doesn't really matter. They could play the Muldrifter, choose not to do it, but we will choose to Corrupted Conviction the Shambler. A Squirrel and 2 cards. Pretty good. A Witch's Cottage, that's cool. Again with the Polluter. Need some more zombies. Actually, I have a decent amount of zombies. Okay, here's another ground. That's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah, we will ensure they don't have a Tron. Though, they could still have the... Muldrifter next turn, of course. Alright, so we have the cottage here. I kinda wanna cycle before doing anything else, but I also don't wanna miss a land drop here. So I guess by attacking first, we don't really miss that much, right? So let's attack first. Simply for 2, no big deal. Okay, so I guess we will play this as a swamp. We don't really need to return anything, right? So we could play the ground again, but I'm not really for that yet. We could remove them from having green or even red. But I think there's no need for that. Let's play the Putrid Goblin. And we could play the cottage, in which case, is it important for us to have a zombie for next turn? I kinda think it might be, in a way. Decisions. Yeah, we will do it. Let's put the Shambler on the top of our library. We have the ground, so that's kinda awesome. But then the chant is not very good. I say actually no, I changed my mind. We could ground again, but I don't think we will. Let's just pass the turn, no big deal here. Let's wait for some Tron lands to Contaminated Ground. Correct the map. A Cannonade is... yeah, that's good against us. This survives, so we will actually just sacrifice to the Village Rites the Squirrel, I guess. They have only a swamp, so I'm not worried here. This is exactly why Putrid Goblin is so nice. Same with the Butcher Ghoul, right? Simply because it survives so much removal. Oh, another. Okay. Alright. So they got the Impulse back, of course, here. Gobo comes back. We could also return the Mesmeric Fiend only with the chant. That's like not the worst. If really necessary, right? Combat step. I would assume they will cast a Muldrifter here. No? Okay. That's cool. Ooh, I like this hand. Still a swamp. I'm kinda ready to Contaminated Ground here, but it depends. I guess attacking first doesn't really hurt anyone, so... Good. Let's do a Shambling Ghast here. I suppose we could use Contaminated Ground, but I was wondering what on, right? I mean, they've chosen white. Does that mean they have a white card in their hand? Maybe. They don't really need the expedition map, it seems. So, I mean... I'm kinda tempted to use it here, not gonna lie. Let's do it just on white. Because we are cycling just one polluter anyway. For 2, hopefully. Ooh, they lose the 2. That's nice. Mystical Teachings. They will search for something. Let's see what they reveal. Search for a Ghostly Flicker. Okay. Yeah, they can flicker the lands to actually remove the ground. That's pretty good. They can definitely do that, yeah. They lose another 2. This is kinda great for us. They flicker both of them, yeah. That's very smart. Combats. And okay, we cycle the polluter on the end step, making them lose 2. Yes. And we draw a card. Ooh, here's a Butcher Ghoul, we like that. Here are Village Rites. So number 1, I guess we can attack. Nothing wrong with that. We will put them to 6. And let's play a Butcher Ghoul here. End of turn, we may Polluter into Village Rites again. And then we will hopefully return 2 Polluters. We will see about that. They Impulse. Which means they are untapped. Which actually means we could Polluter right now. Which I honestly kinda like here. Make them lose 3. Really put them on the edge. And get 1 more card. Conviction, good. Impulse works. So they will do something here. Correct the map, of course. That's not Tron yet, luckily for us. The Contaminated Ground did a good enough job here to stall them actually down. This looks like a Stonehor Dignitary, which doesn't help. That's GG. Combat. And they have no mana, so let's cast Village Rites on the Butcher Ghoul here. It comes back. We will draw 2. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty over. So let's do it the cool way. Festering Mummy, Shambling Ghast, Go Colors Chant, return 2 zombies, returning 2 polluters. Let's go to attacks. Oh, no attacks. Right. Let's cycle polluter just for fun. Good game, well played. Well, I thought that was a pretty good game. I'm actually not familiar with this Tron deck. Probably a new archetype, or an old archetype that came back with the Unban of Prophetic Prism. Cool deck. Though zombies are a bit cooler, just a tiny bit. This hand actually isn't terrible. Let's try and keep it. I will unset the stop here. Uh-oh. Could that be a fog deck, maybe? Okay. Looks like a fog deck. Counterspell? Maybe a Growth Spiral? Yeah, Growth Spiral. Looks like a fog deck. Which surprisingly, we are not bad against Growth Spiral decks, I think. But they play Gates as well. That's interesting. Here's a Reaver. That's pretty awesome. Let's hit them for 1. Let's try and play a Reaver here. They yield, so it works. Okay. They create a treasure with Heapgate. We will use this opportunity to sacrifice the Ghoul. Making a 2/2 of him and drawing 2 cards. Another Polluter. I mean, that's not bad. That's 6 damage right now. They do nothing. Okay. Here's a Swamp. That's nice. Let's attack here. Let's attempt to cast a Butcher Ghoul here. It works. I mean, we have some damage here. That's kind of nice. Do they do something? Cast a Growth Spiral. Today we Corrupted Conviction and Butcher Ghoul to that as a response. I think hopefully they won't have a counterspell yet. 2 swamps. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies. They are almost dead. Close to it anyway. They weather the storm. It copies itself a lot. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's tough, of course. 27, alright. Still can win though, but still okay. They will make a treasure main phase, alright. Simic growth chamber. Picking up the forest. I think there's no need to rush with the polluters, I guess, so let's hit them for 4. For 6, actually. Let's sacrifice the token here. Oh my god, that's crazy. I want to play something. Give me something to play, man. What is this? Do we have just one zombie? Oh my gosh. I mean, in that case, let's cycle the polluter. I mean, I didn't know this is how it goes, but I guess it is. What is this? That's a lot of lands. Maybe a little more than I would have thought. It's okay, but 1 and 2. Alright. I know. I will gladly get rid of the lands. Gladly. They cast a Lorien Revealed for 5. That's cool. And that's it. Okay. Ooh, here's another Reaver. We love this. So we will actually start cycling the polluters. They forget. Okay. Reaver. They have no way to make another Reaver. They have no way to make a second mana for a counter spell, so we are absolutely gemming it here. And a Weather the Storm, of course. Here's a Thornwood Falls, alright. End step. We'll cycle the polluter. Yes. Hit them for 5, it's pretty good. Oh, another swamp. We've drawn, I think, oh my god, this is crazy. It's like, it's scripted. Like, this is 1, 2, 3, 12 swamps. We have 36 cards in the deck, that's... whew. Alright, so what should we expect here, actually? I'm thinking maybe something like a Tangle or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to hit them for 5 for them to die. So let's do that exactly. Respite, okay. Glad we didn't attack with everything, at least. We do nothing. Heapgate. Okay. Here's another polluter, so we will start using them now. Let's attack. 1, 2, and 3. They will fog. Again, respite, cool. Yeah, let's start cycling these guys. That's crazy. This is so many swamps. That's cool though. They paid 3, 2, 1 for a Heapgate, alright. Looks like they have some trouble tapping mana, but they will create the treasure successfully. And use the semi-growth chamber to return, I suppose, the forest or maybe something like that. Maybe the Turnwood Falls. Yeah, Turnwood Falls. Yeah, we will, I guess, cast the polluter here. I really want to get somewhere with this. Alright, we at least draw a zombie. That's not a land, so I take that as a win. Let's attack first. I think we will try and hit for 6 here. This presents lethal if it hits, so they will, of course, cast the fog, I assume. A Tangle, maybe. Moment's Peace, okay. Here is a Festering Mummy. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's do a Festering Mummy here. They Weather the Storm. Yeah. Only for 9 though. Which is of course a lot, but I think we can get through that. It's their end step. We've seen Weather the Storm, so let's cast the Village Rites. Sacrificing the Mummy here. You may. I don't want to do that though. Yo, let's choose the creature first. Oh, this is how it works. So we'll draw 2 here. Okay, here's there's some more zombies, that's pretty good. And this is a chant, that's huge. So let's start with the swamp. Are we able to kill them here? I think not really, no. Let's cast the Gust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's pretty good. Let's attack first. For 6. Tangle, yeah, that's the one I thought about before. Second main, so we will cast a Ghoul Colors chant. 2 zombies. 2 Gempalm Polluters. We got them back instantly, which is pretty good. That's it. Weather the Storm. No, creating some treasures. This is a very long game. If this is on YouTube, I think I will post just one game. This is crazy long. Okay, that's big. Okay, it's really big. Is that a Nyxborn Hydra or something? No, they wanna mill me, it seems like. We have 18 damage. But that doesn't mill us. If they replicate... If they just replicate... How is it called? The 1-mana card, which makes us mill cards? Yeah, Stream of Thought. It doesn't... That doesn't win the game. 4, 8... Yeah, it doesn't win. It doesn't win, no. Yeah, we still have 9 cards left. Which means they're probably dead here. Oh, wait. Oh, I yielded. Ah, I made a mistake here. I think we kill anyway, no? 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, GG. Oh my god, that was a game. So Gempalm and a Gempalm.